Since the main action in the war zone takes place in one location, let's find out why the occupiers are so important: Soledar and Bahmut. Strategically, neither city is of any importance to the Russians. Or they are not significant enough to be able to destroy thousands of their soldiers, including experienced Kader fighters. For such a terrible price, you need a strategic vision. Why would I want this city? How will it affect the dynamics of hostilities or future territorial conquest? And a number of other issues, including logistics. And the answer in this case is 1, it won't have any effect. Behind each line of defense are dozens of other lines of defense, each of which is more and more difficult for the enemy to penetrate. Not only are the lines themselves becoming more fortified, but the invaders are reaching them with fewer forces. Near Soledar and Bahmut, they have been beating their foreheads for more than 6 months, and in the end they have achieved nothing. Nothing but local success on Soledar at the cost of huge losses in personnel and iron. Therefore, there is one conclusion, and it is very simple: political ambitions. There are no other objective reasons. If you remember, the initiative for Bahmut was intercepted between different Russian commanders and generals until Prigozhin took this direction under his wing. Of course, paratroopers and special forces are involved in the hostilities, but most of them are Khans and other Wagners. At this point, all I see is that for Prigozhin, the Soledar and Bahmut issue is purely a matter of reputation and personal ambition. To show Putin that I can and prove it by deeds. To come and show, yes, at the cost of huge losses, but I can manage offensive operations. Why and for what purpose does Putin's cook need this? To expand his influence in the Kremlin, to gain more reputation among Russians, to take on more authority, and to manage more troops. Prigozhin regards the army as his personal, realizing his personal ambitions. He acts like a batshit psychopathic criminal who wants more power. But a very cunning criminal at that. I would like to remind you that this is my value judgment, and I am not imposing it on anyone. But, as we can see from the latest events, the Kremlin is displeased with Prigozhin, and is trying to merge it from the military arena. This can be seen, among other things, by Russian news sources, which have started to criticize and insult him more often. And without instructions from the top, nothing is done there. Independent information resources have been destroyed. I forgot to mention that initially Bahmut direction became a trap for Russians due to their propaganda. They tried to advance in one single direction and turned it into a huge information campaign, which eventually trapped them. And it's been going on for 6 months now. In conclusion, the ongoing conflict in Soledar and Bahmut is a complex and multifaceted issue that is shaped by political ambition, propaganda, and the very human cost of war. As we continue to monitor the developments in this war, it is important to remember the humanity behind the headlines and the sacrifices made by those on the front lines. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it informative and thought-provoking. If you would like to stay updated on this and other important issues, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will keep you informed with the latest developments and analysis. Thanks for watching.